taped live and in color in Skokie, Illinois, it's Steve Gadlin's Star Makers.
When you feel so full of talent and you've got that special pep,
when Hollywood and Broadway are calling you and you want to take that very first step, I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
you're gonna do fine.
I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers. It's your time to shine.
The audience is seated, the spotlight's shining bright.
Get out there, you shooting star, and sparkle through the night. I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers.
It's so loud.
I'm Steve Gadlin Star Makers. You're wowing the crowd. Steve Gadlin Star Makers. Steve Gadlin Star Makers. Steve Gadlin Star Makers. Yeah!
And now, the host of Steve Gadlin Star Makers, Steve Gadlin.
People enjoy listening to all sorts of music. There's heavy metal, punk, hop, smooth jazz, etc. But here's one maybe you haven't heard of before. It's called country. Country music is the type of music that cowboys sang in the Wild West. When music makes you feel like you're on the open range, then ding dong, you know you're hearing country music. Here's Jodee Lewis and Doug Zylstra with a sample of some country music.
She was a low-down, no-good snake in the grass, breathing fire and drinking from a stolen flask. I shot her in the chest and I watched her die. Won't say I'm sorry and I never will cry. Oh, mother, don't you know that the devil reaps all the seeds you sow? Oh, daddy, can't you see that the bottom's hidden when the well is deep? I was a slave to the woman for 7 years, tending vines in her garden of blood and tears. She taught me well how to make things bleed, and she never saw it coming when it came from me. Oh, mother, don't you know that the devil reaps all the seeds you sow? Oh, daddy, can't you see that the bottom's hidden when the well is deep? Ever-sins of a father will haunt their child in a whiskey halo and a lonely smile. When family resemblance rears its head, you can dig it up or you can bury it dead. Oh, mother, don't you know that the devil reaps all the seeds you sow? Oh, daddy, can't you see that the bottom's hidden when the well is deep? Oh, mother, don't you know that the devil reaps all the seeds you sow? Oh, daddy, can't you see that the bottom's hidden when the well is deep? Faith is being sure of what you hope for. But is that the
That was fantastic. Thank you so much for being on the show today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. I'd say both of those songs were haunting. Those were such haunting pieces of music. Tell me, what goes into your song selection and your songwriting, and what inspires you guys to make music?
Well, I mean, I'm not really writing. Most of these are Jodee's songs, so as far as...
Yeah, they usually just start with an emotion, and then I make a story around that.
Fantastic. How long have the two of you been playing together?
Close to 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, it's close to you.
That's incredible, and you can tell that you guys have been playing together for so long. Do you only play guitar? Are there other instruments you play with as well?
I'm pretty much guitar.
Yeah, I play a couple other instruments, but we play with the band a lot.
Great. So this type of music might be new to some people who watch this show. So tell me, what do you call it, the parts of the music when maybe you're just strumming and not singing, but then you play a melody with your guitar?
Like there's just instrumental solo part.
That's great. I like those parts a lot. And your voice is incredible. This was fantastic. Where can people learn more about you and see you guys perform?
At jodeelewis.com, and we're releasing a new album on March 2nd at the Old Town School of Folk Music.
Oh, that's great. We love the Old Town School of Folk Music. Well, thanks so much for being on the show. We appreciate having you guys here and for sharing your talent with us. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We'll be right back. I've always wondered why they call it stand-up comedy. Maybe it's because a person stands up and then tells you some comedy. It's a good time to put on our mystery hats because this next performer is a stand-up comedian. Let's all stand at attention and listen to all of his hilarious jokes. Here's Mike Maxwell.
Hi, I'm Mike Maxwell, a Chicago comedian, and I was actually just kind of thinking about the end of year, kind of how my year has gone, and definitely 2013, been amazing, but of course I'm comparing that to last year. Last year sucked. Last year I hit rock bottom. I caught myself actually eating a burrito while placing an order at a White Castle drive-thru, so pretty dark time for me, just God's way of saying, hey you fatty, get out of the sweatpants, let's go, let's do this. This year definitely got some highs for me. I got married, which was exciting, and I got to do stand-up at the honeymoon, during the honeymoon over in Ireland. And that was a lot of fun. It was a global show. I got to do comedy for people from the UK, from Canada, and then I met the greatest people of all, 6 people from Finland, which is really impressive to me because Finland, basically any of their residents are like Caucasian cicadas. You only see them every 4 years at the Winter Olympics, and then poof, they're gone. It was just really kind of cool to see a luge outfit in person, in my opinion. So, I live on the northwest side of Chicago. And I've been in Chicago for about 10 years. My favorite moment of all time was when I was at a Dunkin' Donuts, which says a lot about my life in Chicago. And this man was leaving. He had 2 kids. He had a son and a daughter. And he turns to his 2 kids, and he says this, and I'm not embellishing at all. This is what he said. He goes, hey, Clarky, Addison, it's time to go. Yeah, you Cub fans need to cut it out. I do not get what your obsession is with naming the next generation after the crossroads of failure. Obviously, I'm a White Sox fan, so I'm jealous. There's no way I can get away with naming one of my kids 35th or Wentworth Maxwell. If so, they go straight into hip-hop with those names. So I was just kind of also thinking about one of my favorite stories throughout 2013, and there's this fun prom story over in New York City. A high school in New York City partnered with a condom distribution company, and they gave out condoms to their high school students for prom weekend. And that irritates me on 2 levels. First off, high school kids are still having more fun than me. And secondly, they gave out 500 condoms, and they only have 130 students in the whole school. Like, that is a lot of pressure to put on some teenage kids. I don't know what the theme was for prom, but I'm guessing it was, oh my God, I'm sorry, let's try that again. Mascot to the school is probably just a turtle on its back. You should laugh. It's a joke about someone in New York. It's good. One of my other things that I think about a lot is now that I'm married, I got to think about having a family, and right now I'm not ready for that because I have a dog. I think having a dog is probably better than having a kid. I think most parents would agree with that. For example, like when you have a stupid dog, that's a lot of fun. Like you go and play fetch with that dog, and he'll bring over the neighbor's dog. He's like, I don't know what you want, but he can get it. Can I get a cookie? Can I get a cookie? Squirrel? Like, that's funny. But when you have a stupid kid, that is expensive. for a very long time, okay? The other thing is, like, I love my dog, but guess what? Yeah, she barks a lot. Sometimes she just does not shut up. So, you know what? Who cares if it's 90 degrees out, if it's like raining or sleeting? Put that dog outside. Does anybody know how cold is too cold to put a crying baby outside? I just want to do a little research before I start parenting. My favorite thing, though, is when you have an ugly dog, and I'm talking about like God forgot the last 5 steps of creation, put the back on the front on the back. You know, your dog has a face that looks like a half-melted candle. That is fantastic. Your friends will come over to watch your dog just drink water. Like, I don't know what happened, man, but somehow he got water come out his ear. That's fantastic. Having an ugly dog is cool and fantastic. Having an ugly kid is your fault. Thanks, guys. I'm Mike.
Mike, thanks so much. That was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show. So how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
Oh, I started in college, but I'd say about over 8 years now.
Wow, fantastic. And what stand-up comedian is one you remember from when you would watch it that made you want to be a stand-up comedian?
I saw Cosby live. My brother took me after high school, and start to finish was like it was almost like 2.5 hours. That he ran so long in the matinee that the evening show was showing up. That was probably the best stand-up show I've ever seen.
Wow, and that was Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Bill
yeah.
Cosby.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And do you have any favorite jokes that you tell?
I love telling the Clark and Addison joke.
Let's hear that one more time.
Okay. You want me
Sure, yeah.
right now? Where I live on the northwest side, about 3 miles west of Wrigley Field. And I was in a Dunkin' Donuts this one time. This man just turns to his 2 kids. He goes, "Hey, Clarky, Addison, it's time to go." And I was like, "What? Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, you need to go, man. Like, you Cub fans need to cut it out. I don't get what the obsession is with naming the next generation after the crossroads of failure." So.
That's great. It repeats well.
Yeah.
That's a great joke.
It's fun because sometimes when I tell it in the area, like, I tell it because people will laugh and some Cub fans will get a rise out of it and get angry and groan. And like, I've been at the Improv and people like groan a little. I'm like, what? Do I have to wait another 108 years to tell the joke?
Oh, that's good.
It's fun to like. It's making fun of Chicago baseball is an easy subject.
I'd say next time you do a set, you should do the joke twice. Once at the beginning and then another time toward the end of the set.
Yeah, I think so.
Great. Mike, we appreciate having you on the show. It was great to have you.
Yeah.
Hope to hear more from you.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back.
Take care.
You know what I love about watching talent? It's so entertaining. There's just something about a performer that makes a talent so exciting to watch. We never know what's going to happen until we see it, and at that point, we're so entertained. Let's welcome our next guest, a performer with a really interesting talent.
When I first saw you, baby, you had stars in your eyes. You had a beautiful smile, and I really, really adore you, babe. Speechless, 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 speechless. Speechless, speechless, speechless. I'm gonna be speechless, speechless, speechless. That day when I met you, I just sang a little song for you. Yeah, our love shines bright like a star, and I just can't stop seeing you. Speechless, 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 speechless. I'm gonna be speechless, speechless, speechless. When I bought you flowers, you had this look upon your face, yeah. You turned and smiled and said, "Baby, I love you, and I love you too." Speechless, speechless. speechless, 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 speechless. I'm gonna be speechless, speechless, speechless. Your eyes, your smell, the way your body talks to me, yeah, you're like a beautiful star that always shines bright on me. Speechless, 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 speechless. I'm gonna be speechless, speechless, speechless. Baby, I love you, I love you. I need you, I need you. Baby, I love you, I love you. I need you, I need you. When I first saw you, you had stars in your eyes.
We here at Steve Gadlin Star Makers hate to get into political discussions. We have one goal, and that's to introduce you to tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and or Broadway. But lately, there's been one hot-button issue we just had to talk about, and of course that's class warfare. It's something you can't avoid, disparity between the workin' hard and the hardly workin'. But sometimes if you look beyond the fancy clothes or the tattered labor rags, you'll find we're not so different after all. Here are Steve Gadlin Star Makers Ensemble members, Don and Noah, with an important message about class.
Boy, oh boy, my dogs sure are barking after a long day at work. I'm exhausted from all the physical labor. I am a construction worker, you know.
Nice to meet you. I'm a high-powered attorney. I'm also very tired from a long day at work.
A fancy lawyer, tired. From what? Sitting around looking at your legal briefs all day?
Now, while my workday may not contain much physical labor, I assure you that the intricacies of law and procedure are quite exhausting. I'd like to retire to my leather recliner and enjoy a relaxing dram of single malt scotch.
Ha! Well, for me, after a long day of construction work, I just want to kick back in my upholstered chair and have a tasty brew. And a hug and kiss from my pretty wife, of course. That's how I unwind.
Well, it seems that you and I have different lives, sir. But even so, I think we have one thing in common, so we can shake hands as friends.
And what's that, fancy lawyer man?
Well, construction worker.
Yeah.
We both have to work 9 to 5. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I think I got an idea.
Here's what I gotta tell you. Tumble out of bed and I stumble in the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life.
Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5.
What? Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it.
9 to 5. For service and devotion, you would think that I would deserve a fair promotion.
Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me.
Let you dream, just watch him shatter. Well, just tap on your boss's ladder. You got dreams and he'll never take away.
In the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn, it's all gonna roll your way. Ha! Working 9 to 5, the way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind, but they never give the credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. And you spend your life putting money in his wallet. 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. It's a use your mind, and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it.
That concludes not just tonight's show, but our first season of Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. We've seen enough talent walk across this stage to fuel Hollywood and Broadway well into the future. It has been a real honor and joy to introduce all of this talent to you, and I sincerely hope you've enjoyed watching this show as much as we've enjoyed creating it. We'll be back again very soon with more of tomorrow's stars of Hollywood and/or Broadway. And I hope you'll stick with us and tell all of your friends. Don't you wish this could all go on forever? 1, 2, 3, if you close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the sun shine out and say hello to never. All the people are dancing and they're having such fun. I wish it could happen to me, but if you close the door, I'd never have to see the day again. If you close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the wine glass out and drink a toast to never. Oh, someday I know someone will look into my eyes and say, hello, you're my very special one. But if you close the door, I'd never have to see the day again. Dark cloudy bars, shiny Cadillac cars, and the people on subways and trains, looking gray in the rain as they stand disarrayed. Oh, the people will dwell in the dark. 1, 2, 3, and if you close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the sunshine out and say hello to never. All the people are dancing and they're having such fun. I wish it could happen to me. 'Cause if you close the door, I'd never have to see the day again. I'd never have to see the day again. One more time, I'd never have to see the day again.